Imagine opening your front door, taking one step forward, and instead of standing outside your house, you suddenly find yourself on a beach in Hawaii. No airplane, no passport, no traffic, just one step. And you're there. Sounds like the ultimate superpower, doesn't it? No more waking up early for work, no more sitting in traffic for hours, no more expensive flights, delayed trains, or crowded airports. Forgot your phone at home? Just teleport back and grab it. Want pizza from Italy for dinner? Go there, buy one, and return before it's even cold. At first glance, teleportation seems like the greatest ability a human could ever have. But here's the problem. Every superpower looks perfect until reality gets involved. And here comes the main question. How does teleportation actually work? Most movies show teleportation as if your body simply disappears from one place and instantly appears somewhere else. Easy, clean, perfect. But your body isn't just a shape. It's made of around 37 trillion cells. Each cell contains billions of molecules. Each molecule contains atoms arranged in an incredibly precise pattern. To teleport perfectly, every single atom inside your body would need to appear in exactly the right position, move just one tiny piece into the wrong place, and the consequences could be horrifying. Even a microscopic mistake inside your brain could change your memories. A tiny error inside your heart could stop it from beating. A mistake in your DNA could affect every cell in your body. Suddenly, teleportation doesn't sound magical anymore. It sounds terrifying. And here's an even stranger thought. When you teleport, are you actually traveling? Or is your body being destroyed while an identical copy appears somewhere else? From the outside, nobody could tell the difference. The copy would have your memories, your voice, your personality. It would believe it's you. But what happened to the original? Did you survive, or did you unknowingly die the moment you teleported? This is one of the biggest philosophical questions surrounding teleportation, and even scientists and philosophers don't agree on the answer. Expectation says teleportation is just faster travel. Reality asks something much deeper. If every atom in your body is taken apart and rebuilt somewhere else, are you still the same person? Or are you simply the world's most convincing copy? Let's say nature has already fixed that issue. So today, let's imagine that every single human on Earth suddenly gains the ability to teleport. Not machines, not special devices, just humans. Would life become paradise? Or would teleportation create problems far bigger than the ones it solves? Let's find out. The very first thing that would disappear is distance. Right now, distance controls almost everything in your life. It decides where you live, where you work, where you study, and even who you spend time with. Moving to another country is a huge decision because it means leaving everything behind. But if teleportation existed, distance would become meaningless. Living in New York while working in Tokyo wouldn't sound strange anymore. Students could attend universities on the other side of the planet and still be home in time for dinner. Families separated by oceans could meet every evening without spending a single dollar on travel. It sounds like a dream. And honestly, for a while, it probably would be. Airlines would lose millions of passengers almost overnight. High-speed trains would become empty. Long road trips would slowly disappear. Because why spend 10 hours driving when you can arrive instantly? Entire industries worth trillions of dollars would begin collapsing. But here's something most people don't think about. Those industries also employ millions of people. Pilots, flight attendants, train operators, taxi drivers, truck drivers, hotel workers, airport staff, travel agencies. Millions of jobs could vanish within just a few years. Ironically, a power designed to make life easier might create one of the biggest unemployment crises in history. And that's only the beginning. Let's talk about one thing humans value more than almost anything else: time. Imagine getting back the 2 hours you spend commuting every single day. Over a year, that's hundreds of extra hours. Over an entire lifetime, it's years. People would have more free time than ever before. Parents could spend longer with their children, friends, living thousands of kilometers apart could meet whenever they wanted. Vacations would no longer need planning because every destination would be just one teleport away. Expectation says humanity becomes happier. Reality isn't so simple because if everyone can be anywhere at any time, then nowhere is really far away anymore. Think about famous places like the Eiffel Tower, Mount Everest, or the Great Wall of China. Today, reaching them requires time, money, and effort. Those barriers naturally limit how many people can visit at once. Now remove every barrier. Millions of people could teleport to the exact same location within seconds. Beautiful tourist destinations would become unbelievably crowded. Imagine trying to enjoy a peaceful beach while hundreds of thousands of people appear around you every minute. The places we love most might become impossible to enjoy. Governments would probably introduce teleportation permits just to prevent complete chaos. And if that question alone wasn't unsettling enough, wait until teleportation collides with something every society depends on: security. Security would become humanity's biggest nightmare. Today, countries spend billions protecting borders. Airports have security checks. Banks have vaults. Military bases are surrounded by fences, cameras, and armed guards. Every security system on Earth is built around one simple idea: controlling where people can go. Teleportation destroys that idea completely. If anyone could instantly appear anywhere, locked doors would become meaningless. Prison walls wouldn't matter. Private property would lose much of its purpose. Even the most secure buildings in the world could be entered in the blink of an eye. Banks would have to reinvent security from the ground up. Governments would develop technology capable of detecting or blocking teleportation. Entire cities might create no teleport zones around schools, hospitals, power plants, and government buildings. Instead of asking, "Who entered the building?" security would have to ask, "Who just appeared inside it?" And that's a very different problem. Even your own home wouldn't feel the same anymore. Today, locking your front door gives you peace of mind. But if teleportation ignores walls, windows, and locks, what actually makes your house private? People might build special rooms designed to prevent teleportation. Homes could become less about comfort and more about protection. Privacy would suddenly become one of the world's most valuable luxuries. But teleportation wouldn't just change society, it would change the planet itself. Think about pollution. Every day, millions of cars release exhaust into the atmosphere. Thousands of airplanes burn enormous amounts of fuel crossing the skies. Cargo ships move products across oceans using massive engines. If humans could teleport, much of that transportation would simply disappear. Air pollution would drop dramatically. Greenhouse gas emissions could fall. Cities might become quieter than they've been in centuries. Roads would carry fewer vehicles. Parking lots would slowly disappear. For the first time in modern history, nature might actually begin reclaiming spaces built for transportation. Sounds like a perfect ending, doesn't it? Not quite. Because teleportation creates another problem that nobody expects: choice. Right now, opportunities are limited by location. If there's one job opening in your city, maybe a few hundred people apply. But if everyone on Earth can instantly reach that office, millions could apply for the exact same position. Competition would become global overnight. Companies would hire the absolute best person from anywhere on Earth. While that sounds fair, it would also make finding work much harder for everyone else. The same thing would happen with schools, hospitals, restaurants, and entertainment. Every place considered the best would be overwhelmed by people arriving from every corner of the world. Distance currently spreads people across the planet. Teleportation would pull them all toward the same locations. And then there's one final question. Would humans even stay on Earth? Imagine standing in your backyard, then teleporting to the moon or Mars. Teleportation only changes your location. It doesn't change the environment waiting for you. The moon has no breathable air. Mars is freezing cold. Space itself would kill you in seconds. Arriving there without protection would be like teleporting straight into the vacuum of space. Even on Earth, teleporting into the middle of the ocean, inside a volcano, or 10,000 meters above the ground would be instantly fatal. Suddenly, teleportation isn't just about where you want to go. It's about knowing exactly where it's safe to arrive. One wrong decision, one wrong coordinate, and there may never be a second chance. In the end, teleportation would be the greatest convenience humanity has ever known. It could erase distance, reconnect families, reduce pollution, and give us more time than any invention in history. But it could also erase privacy, transform crime, collapse industries, and force society to rewrite almost every rule it has ever created. That's the strange thing about every incredible superpower. We always imagine what it allows us to do. Rarely do we stop and think about what it forces us to give up. Maybe that's why evolution never gave us teleportation in the first place, because sometimes the journey isn't just a way to reach the destination. It's the very thing that keeps the world in balance. So, if you had the power to teleport anywhere in the universe with no limits, would you use it? Or after knowing the reality, would you think twice before taking that very first step? Subscribe for more videos like this